All right, hi guys, I'm back with Supernatural. This is episode 13 of season 2. I already watched about like the first 2 minutes-ish, maybe 3 minutes. I had to start over, so yeah, I'm coming back a different day to watch this reaction or this episode. So if I'm like not surprised by the beginning of this episode, it's because I've already seen it. So I always want to be honest. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into Supernatural and kind of see what else is going to be told. What others, what other storyline are we going to go down? Because I still feel like it's the processing of John's death, but also the potential of, oh yeah, he might be in hell, so we need to go there somehow. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I want to get to that, but I'll be patient. I'll be patient. This starts off pretty crazy with this woman and this, this pastor preacher guy going crazy on the TV. I don't know who's asking for money. I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch this. But anyways, I'm ready to jump in. My name is Iman. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's watch some Supernatural. Let's have fun. All right, I'm counting down for the full-timer, uncut, unedited versions of these reactions, which you can find on Patreon. And those links are in my description box below. Thank you for your support. 2, 1, all right. Yeah, I was really curious about, oh, these are angels. Okay. I thought they were dragons or something, but no, they're all angels. But she looks really clearly like depressed.
It's hard.
Oh, it makes sense when this, now she's like, oh wait,
here to tell you folks,
I am down.
you don't have to suffer.
Yeah, that would scare me too.
Can't you just hear those angels singing? Isn't it beautiful?
Man.
I say, can't you just hear the glory?
I mean, that would be horrible. It would be so horrible. God, no thanks. I like how she mouthed that. I've watched too many alien movies recently, so I'm like, it's aliens. I wonder if they'll ever have an episode about aliens at all.
I didn't say that.
It's all right. I know what people must think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think what I saw was real.
I thought this was where it would end. I thought she's just like, oh yeah, I saw an angel, and that's why people thought I was crazy. But then she actually it goes further, and I was like, oh, that's okay.
It was all over the news. I stabbed a man in the heart.
Yeah, this part was like, what the?
Do that.
Why would you do that?
And this angel,
Spoke God's word.
and the word was to
Kill.
kill someone?
I know, it sounds strange.
I mean, well, who was the guy? Let me know who that was. Maybe I'll agree with her.
This man you stabbed, did the angel give you his name?
No, he just told me to wait for the sign. And
That's
the very next
wild.
I saw it.
So you might have just killed some really, just a normal person.
I just know what the angel told me, that this man was guilty to his deepest foundations.
Jeez.
And that was good enough for me.
Jeez. Yeah. This is where this is where I stopped it. Tingling. At least he's finding some peace right now. This is his peace.
Hey,
This 70s decor. He's relaxing, Sam.
you were the bank robber on the 11 o'clock
Oh
news.
my god, I forgot about that wild episode.
Oh,
Do you
damn
have
it.
any more quarters?
My last quarter.
Aw.
Hey.
So did you get in to see that crazy hooker?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not so sure she's crazy.
But she seriously
But
believes
she is a hooker. I'm sorry, this is wild.
Said she killed him because he was evil.
Was he?
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't find any dirt on him.
Dean's like, well, all right, case closed. If he was evil, let's go.
Friends. He was a churchgoer.
Doesn't mean anything.
So Gloria's just your standard issue wacko.
Probably not.
She wouldn't be the first nut job in history to kill in the name of religion. Know what I mean?
Well, that's true too, though.
Yes, supernatural maybe, but angels, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because there's no such thing, Sam.
But there's demons. That's the weird thing. But if there's demons, there has to be angels.
You file under bullcrap.
And you got angels on the bullcrap.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Why?
But in all this time, I have never seen anything that looks like an angel. And don't you think that if they existed, that we would have crossed paths with them?
That
or
they
at
would
least
have
known
protected
someone
them or
crossed paths with them?
something.
No.
Oh my god, please don't tell me there's children in there.
You know, Gloria said the guy was guilty to his deepest foundations.
You think she literally meant the foundation?
Please, 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 please. I'm not in the mood to find, like, some horrific stuff right now. Uh-oh, looks like scratching. Right? What is that, a nail?
It's a fingernail.
Oh, oof. That's enough evidence for me. See, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Look at this.
So much for the innocent church-going librarian.
Of course.
Well, whatever spoke to Gloria about
Trust me, these psychopaths will get in. They'll try to make themselves look healthy and sane and all of that. They're not. They're crazy. It's not everybody. There's a lot of good people in the world, but there are people who I'm just. You know what? Well, I don't know. But geez. Oh, great. He's going to be called next. What was he reading? Theseus? This. I feel like that book is important. Damn. Do they have to do this? Can they just fly in, like, smoothly? God, this only makes walking alone at night even scarier because you just don't know. Maybe someone was told to go out and stab someone. So this is the house? Why can't the angel kill them themselves?
Can I help you?
Oh, interesting. There are angels that are like out in front of these people's homes.
Did you bring quarters?
I'm not enabling your sick habit.
Oh my god.
3 students have disappeared off the college campus this year. All of them were last seen at the library.
Where Carl Goley worked.
Oh,
So Gloria's
jeez.
angel,
Stabbed him in the heart.
and then I'm guessing he went to the police and confessed.
Yep.
Wow.
Made him do it. Got the victim's address.
It's so interesting that they go, they like confess afterwards. I feel like that's the more interesting part of this. Dean needs to move. He's like, yes, some action.
So he's got this one locked file on his computer.
Oh God, please, God, please. I just cannot. How'd you get in?
They're supposed to meet today.
Oh, wow.
I mean, sure, some spirits are out for vengeance, but this one's almost like a do-gooder, you know? Like
Yeah.
Avenging angel? Well, how else do you explain it, Dean? 3 guys.
See, Carl Goley was a churchgoer, right?
Yeah?
What was the name of his church?
They all go to the same church?
Our Lady of the Angels?
Of course, that'd be the name.
Yeah, that is so interesting. Man.
So you're interested in joining the parish?
No, not this one. It's corrupt, man.
I know a Father Shaughnessy.
Shaughnessy, exactly. What did I say?
You know, we're just happy to be here now, Father.
It's like these Irish last names.
The neighborhood.
Well, it's gone to seed a little. There's no denying that. But that's why what the church does here is so important. Like I always
Hurting
say,
other
expect a miracle, but in the
people.
meantime, we work holy force against evil.
Yeah.
So they're not really the Hallmark card version that everybody thinks? They're fierce, right? Vigilant.
But Michael is
I like to think that
also
there's more love in it
Jesus
than
as
wrath.
well.
Luke 2:9.
Thank you. That's good. I'll remember that.
Hope to see you again.
So there's
What's
a
all that for?
vigil.
Oh, that's for Father Gregory. He was a priest here.
Was?
Passed away right on these steps.
What?
Interred in
When did this happen?
2 months ago. He was shot for his car keys.
Oh.
Died. I've been praying my heart out.
For what?
Is it you, sir? Or are you just trying to like...
We could use a little divine intervention, I suppose.
I don't know. We'll see. I feel like he has something to do with it. He was like, I want to be the head priest.
In fact, I'm willing to bet because he was their priest, he knew things about them that nobody else knew.
Oh, that's true.
What do you mean?
Look, I'll admit, I'm a bit of a skeptic, but since when are you all Mr. 700 Club? Seriously, from the get-go, you've been willing to buy this angel crap, man. I mean, what's next? You gonna start praying every day?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I do pray every day. I have for a long time.
The things you learn about a guy.
It's like he learns he's like a crack addict.
Come on, let's check out Father Greg.
Ugh, pray every day. Jeez. Come on. Praying is good. It's a good thing. Oh, jeez. No. Dean? Dean? Whoa. He's gonna see a vision? Oh no, he's seeing the angel. Wait, no. Oh no.
Sam, come on, get the letter.
Oh my God.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that happen when angels would come? They'd put people to sleep too. That was a thing in the Bible. When they'd appear, people would fall asleep.
Dean, I saw an angel.
Is he gonna give him that?
You were personally chosen to smite some sinner. You just gotta wait for some divine bat signal, is that it?
Yeah, actually.
Great.
Oh my God, but Sam.
I don't suppose you asked for...
Dean, the angel hasn't been wrong yet. Someone's gonna do something awful, and I can stop it.
You know, you're supposed to be bad too, Sam. Maybe I should just stop you right now.
Right.
No, Dean, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean
Why
that.
can't you even-
I'm gonna need to see some hard proof. You got any? Well, I do. Proof that we're dealing with a spirit.
It's so true. It's like, why can't there be angels in this? Like actual good angels.
What if it's an angel? It won't show. Nothing will happen.
Exactly.
Okay, then what? Yeah.
So the jobs.
Then what's stopping
We
you?
can know for sure.
All right, I'll admit, we've gone pretty ghetto with Spellbook before, but this takes the cake. I mean, a SpongeBob placemat instead of an altar cloth?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a sign.
Where?
Right there, right behind that guy.
That's so weird. Sam, you can't kill people. You've never, like, you don't kill people. You're trying to not kill people. That's your whole thing.
Let me go.
You're not gonna go kill somebody because a ghost told you to, you insane?
I'm not insane. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna stop him.
Define stop. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you
He's gonna hurt someone, you know it.
Well, it's yeah. Do they have control over their actions? Can they just beat him up or hold him off? You know, or will he want to?
You're not killing anyone, Sam. I got this guy. You go do this.
Yeah. Like, is it a pool? Like, I just. So far so good. Oh, is someone coming in here?
What are you doing?
Oh shit, that would be crazy.
What is this? Fuck, please. I can explain. Actually, maybe I can't.
I don't even know what you could say.
A seance. A seance?
In
young
my
man.
holy place.
Oh my God. Is that an angel?
What? It's Gregory.
It's just Father Gregory.
Well, Dean was right.
I've come in answer to your prayers.
What the heck? What I can't understand is how there aren't angels in this show, and there's only like evil and demons.
Sam, I thought I sent you on your path. You should hurry.
Is this Christian Bale? Like, what? He looks like Christian Bale.
I was a man, but now I'm an angel.
Help me how?
Where are they going? I mean, this is kind of sketchy.
But the rules of man and the rules of God are two very different things.
Those people. They're locked up.
They're happy. They found peace.
You're lost, misguided.
Father.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not misguided.
You are not an angel, Thomas.
Oh, man, he's gonna freak out.
Thou shalt not kill. That's the word of God.
Yeah, it is. However,
How can we stop?
oh, God.
Weren't we gonna go to the movies?
Oh, God, that is terrifying.
We should go, or we're gonna be late.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
I've never done this before.
What? You never killed before? Or what? Never had a date? What? I'm sorry, No, bitch. No!
No.
No, my God, that's sick. Thank God, Dean. Thank Dean. Oh, my, he said I never did this before.
Are you okay?
Don't let this, see now, then you, perspective changes slightly, right? Or a little bit, or like, well, this guy probably should. But I mean, I guess that's why there is like, supposed to be criminal justice, and there is something like that, but you're not supposed to go out and be the Punisher.
It's time to rest, Thomas, to be at peace. Please, let me give you last rites.
The weird thing is he is finding people that are like he doesn't have to kill them. He could be helping in other ways, like because he can see the truth. Just you just don't have to kill people.
Father Reynolds?
Rest.
What a sad story for him. Well, okay. The thing is, if they did call the police, I don't think this guy could be arrested, or he could be arrested, but he didn't commit the crime, so he would be released. And this is the type of guy that should be locked away. So it's one of those things with the prison system. Too many people are in prison that don't need to be in prison, and then there's a lot of people who should be in prison who are not in prison. Oh, or the final destination happens and he just dies. Good. There is a God. It's a miracle. He's dead. Yeah, this guy, I'm sorry, I have no remorse. Because, like, no. Psychopath, literally.
How was your day? It's so damn hard to do this.
Mm-hmm.
What we do. And when I think about my destiny, when I think about how I could end up.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. All right? I'm watching out for you.
Aww. He's like his guardian angel.
And I needed to think that there was something else watching too, you know? Higher power. Some greater good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we gotta go with what we know, with what we can see, with what's right there in front of our own two eyes.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Dean. I've been waiting to hear what Dean has to say about this.
The guy in the car was bad news. I barely got there in time.
What happened?
He's dead.
He's like, Dean, you sick.
The way he died, if I hadn't seen it with my own two eyes, I never would have believed it.
Mm.
I don't know what to call it.
What?
This episode's really awesome.
Maybe... God's will.
Wow. Whoa. my gosh. All right. The episode was so funny because when I first saw the episode, the first like 2 minutes, and then I had to come back the next week or next, I don't know how long it's been. I was like, this seems a little cheesy or whatever, but it actually turned out to be a really, really good episode. Lots of very deep messages. As usual, this show is it's so much deeper than I ever thought. Like, I just thought this was about, you know, spooky, scary ghosts, and there was, you know, and 2 very attractive lead characters, and I didn't know, like, there was so much depth and heart to this story. I love it. I love the dance with faith, not having faith and believing or not believing, needing evidence, and people who don't need the evidence. And just the fact is, we genuinely just do not know what's going on in this planet. People want to say, no, this is the facts. This is 100% on either side, whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, and you're fully just 100% science-based, or you have some sort of dogmatic beliefs. I'm in the middle of it. I've had like the struggle with my own beliefs, and I've been very open about it. I do believe, I can't help but believe in God, but that doesn't mean that I believe we all have the same God, like the God that is, you know, everybody who prays and who has any type of belief system, doesn't matter what religion, I believe it's the same God that we're talking to or praying to. However, when you're like talking about, I'm going to hurt people, I'm going to kill people, I'm going for my religion, or I'm going to judge people, I'm going to condemn people for my religion, then that's when I don't believe that's God's voice. That's not God. And there's a lot of people who genuinely believe that that's God, but that's not. That's our own, our own spirit that we need to figure out. But other than that, I think everyone else, like it's about coming together, it's about loving each other, about accepting one another, about learning, about peace. That is one God and one power. And I like this episode because Sam is definitely, I'm probably a lot more like Sam when it comes to, I'm a believer of I'm not a skeptic, really, I'm not. And I know like some like close people to me, they're so skeptical, and I think it's a good thing. I honestly, I think both sides are good. You need to have both. You can't have everyone who just believes everything. And obviously I don't believe just anything and everything, but it's like from experience, from life experience, from things I've seen, I'm like, yeah, I have to believe, because that's just, that makes so much sense to me. And a lot of it is faith. Sometimes you're just not going to be able to see it. Like Dean said, if I wasn't there, I couldn't believe it, that this is how he would have died. Maybe God's will was to help like work through Gregory, and Gregory was doing so. I still don't think you should kill people, and even if they are like evil, that's a layered conversation. I don't believe we should kill people. But like, you know, in self-defense, if people are coming to your home trying to hurt you, and I believe in 100%, yeah, you got to do what you have to do, and there should be protection for people who have to do that. This world is a dark and scary and evil place, but it's also a beautiful, happy, joyous place with good people too. But there is this other side of things where there is a lot of evil. So when you're, you know, just going around in this life, just sort of naively thinking like, oh, I'm fine, I'm safe. Like, I just think that's a dangerous way to look at the world. Ignorance is bliss. It really is. You live in ignorance and you have a great time, but I just think people should be a little bit awake. You don't need to be completely awake, but just the tiniest bit of just understanding. Like, there are people, like, going on a date with somebody. This type of stuff happens. Who knows how often it actually happens? I've never actually Googled and whether these reports are documented every single time. But holy shit, it's gotta happen much more than we even realize. I know that there was some Tinder dates got publicized after, like, I think maybe one woman was pushed to her death. Another woman supposedly died in her sleep or something after having like a one night with this guy. I just think that this happens a lot more than we realize. And we're being a little bit, we need to protect ourselves. And I mean, I've been on dates too. I look back and I'm like, before I like kind of got myself in a good, better place mentally, just being more content with my life, with myself, then I was like, okay, I don't really need all this stuff anymore. I don't know. I put myself into circumstances that were not very, I mean, when I look back now, it was like, what the hell was I thinking? I'm not in a movie. I am in real life, and I got lucky because every person you meet, you truly don't know. People are married to people that they do not know, and they are doing crazy things. Like you hear of stories like this where people are like the what's his name? The what was that? It's not the DBT killer. What was his DBK? I have to look this up. I cannot. BTK. God. The BTK killer. He was like I think he worked with like not Comcast but some electrical. He would be in the van driving around, coming to your house, helping you out. He had a wife. I think he even had children, and he was bind, torture, kill. That was who he was. He would tie people up, torture them, brutally murder them, and he had a whole family. And I think he was doing this for like 40 years. Here, I don't know. Let's see. Those will tell me really quickly. Yeah, he had 2 children. Yeah, between 1974 and 1991, he killed 10 people. Okay, not 40. 10 people, that's enough. That's enough. I'm just saying, we don't know who people are because we're all individuals and we want to hope that people are good. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But you kind of, that's why I believe in the skeptical thing, like Dean. I'm like, that's a good mixture to have. The Dean and Sam mix is so smart in this story because they need each other to keep each other safe and to kind of open each other's minds a little bit and Sam, every time Sam gets bullied by Dean, Sam still holds he doesn't care. It kind of stings, but he never wavers. He's like, yeah, I do pray. I do these things that you might think are a rom-com type of behavior, you know, as Dean likes to say. And so I really appreciate that. But usually by the end of each episode, they kind of are like, yeah, you were right. Yeah, you were right. And they both kind of do that. They kind of put down their ego and it's like, yeah, we learned something. But be careful. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say is be very careful. Practice self-love. Watch out and learn about who you are. Learn about your intuition, especially if you've been traumatized in this world. People who have been very traumatized and who grow up not really believing their gut have a hard time choosing people and picking people. I experienced that. That's why I can speak on it. It's something that I'm learning now, and I'm like, things finally are fitting in. Like the puzzle pieces for me are like they're all in the right order now. Beforehand, it was a mess. It was just like throwing the puzzle pieces and hoping that they all land in the right way. And that's just not how life works. You kind of have to physically put the puzzle pieces together on your own. You can have help sometimes. That makes things a little faster. Support, friends, therapy. Find a good therapist. Not every therapist is good. Find a therapist who specializes in EMDR find a therapist who specializes in DBT, CBT. Think about it. Lots of therapists are out here, and it's about money. Everyone's trying to make money. You can respect it, but that means then some people are just here for the money, and you don't want to meet people like that. We're all human. We all have our own human agendas and tendencies and all of that. So be very careful. Is God real? I can't sit here and say God is 100% real. Angels are 100% real. I can't sit here and say without a doubt, but I will have faith. My name Iman means faith. My mother is from Iran. She named me Iman. It's a Arabic name, Farsi name. It's a name that I'm very happy to have, because that's something that I've had to live my life by, is faith. And so, although my name is spelled, it usually is I-M-A-N, and mine is I-M-O-N, but that's what my name means. And I like to believe that I have faith, and I try to have faith. So I think I wanted to believe that God wasn't real for a second when I was going through my own religious traumatic things that I grew up with, and trying to understand it all. And then when I moved out on my own and started to see some truths and stuff, I was like, geez, I felt brainwashed in some ways, or I didn't have a choice. I didn't have well, what if this isn't real? It was you better pray to God and ask for forgiveness. That is the devil, stuff like that. That's not fair. However, I still do appreciate my upbringing still, because I wouldn't be who I am today. And I also understand, another aspect is I understand that the people in my life who were doing that were not doing it to harm me. In their head, they weren't out here to hurt me. It was out of their own fears and wanting to protect me. They just didn't do it the right way in those ways. But yeah, sometimes things just happen, I guess, and that guy died at the end. Shoot, that's what happens. Good, that's a good thing. And then I also said the prison system is interesting, because there's just way too many people that should be in prison that are not. This guy would not have went to prison. He wouldn't have. So it's a lot of people who go, a lot of women and men who go through abuse. If you ever report the abuse, you can't actually, you can have a restraining order, but that doesn't stop people. People are crazy. There are crazy people in this world. It's the justice system, the legal system is so completely broken. I wish we would just stop the world for one damn second and just redo everything, because it needs to be redone. There are many people in prison who need to get out. They're innocent. Their crimes do not justify their punishments. There's also money at stake. People make money for prison sentences. It's all a game. It's a scheme. The information is out there for you guys to look up and read, and you can go on Google. You can go to the library. This is true. These are facts. You don't especially with our day and age, we've got our cell phones, so we can go online. We have information at our fingertips. We can use that. And I have a book behind me right here, Solitary, and he was in prison for, I think it was 40, 50 years. It was a very long time. He was completely, I wish I could have the exact date of, he recently just died. He just passed away. He just passed. People are in prison and they're forgotten and nobody cares, and it's really, it's sad. It's really sad, because when a lot of us are not gonna be aware, but because it hasn't touched you yet, eventually it will. And when it does, that is when you'll understand the real depths of the system. So there's that. And then there's, again, the people who are just not going to be protected. And then you do want to take things into your own hands because you need to protect yourself. And then if you do, there's chance you could go to prison yourself. It's just a weird, backward, crazy thing, and it needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. It can be. That's the thing. Anything is possible. It just is going to take time. And nobody wants to do that. Also because prisons, again, it's a money thing. That's why there's so many prisons popping up. I mean, it's money. We know this by now, that money is like, people don't mess with people's money. Like, never mess with someone's money, because especially if that's what that is their only outlook on life is money and getting things, that is a dangerous person to mess with. You don't want to mess with that. That you will get hurt for sure. But yeah, this episode brought up a lot of thoughts and stuff for me, because yeah, damn. Yeah, great. This was a great episode. It's really, 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 really good. I'm gonna go into the next one. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, please comment down. I'll try to come in and talk with you guys. I hope that you guys do listen. I know in this time frame, it's hard to listen to long formatted conversation. We're very used to like the 6-second videos, the minute videos where it's just to the point, or like just a short tweet, and a tweet doesn't give you the layered information. You can't ever get to the bottom of something from just a tweet or a 6-second video. There's layers, and you have to try to understand, like try to hear each other and like see the person's perspective rather than like from your own perspective. You kind of have to drop your own like belief systems for a second and be like, oh, okay, I can kind of see where this person's coming from. They mean well. They're not actually trying to hurt people, or whatever it is. I just hope that you guys actually sit and listen, at least the majority of you, or some of you, even if it's just one person. I truly appreciate it. And that's how like things get better in this world, is if we actually sit and listen to each other and hear each other and like appreciate each other. Yeah, great episode. I'm gonna go into the next I'm going to episode 14, so I shall see you guys there. Thank you guys for watching with me. Bye everyone.